Well, I'm sorry to keep you waiting a couple of minutes. If anyone is in here, we might do a paragraph of the celebrated jumping frog. I'm not certain. We've only got one at the moment, so that's all right. Pop out chat, get overlay, copy that. Down there. Take that screen down. There we go. Hi, Jason R. Hey, Rodent, no last name. I need to sort out my certification for tadpoles and frog legs and things. We got a couple of quick things, and then I haven't decided whether to do the longer thing. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, well, he's put a video out today that he turned himself in and he's out. He's been processed. We just got a bit of news about ins and outs. I'll let people join. Yeah, I have seen the statements, dear mate. I've got them. I don't know whether to do them or not. I might do one. They're obviously fairly. I assume they're fairly similar. So we'll see. Right. I'm obviously not going to do the frog because you've come in. Let me see if I can get your comments up this stream, which I couldn't do last stream for some reason, because I'm useless. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Right, it come up. That's good. Right. So at least we got comments coming up. Right. Okay. Let's get going. The main person that I'm going to deal with. Yeah, 10 pages each, I saw. This is going to be very quick. We better zoom this one in, because this is Old Vegas Valley Community Watch. And as you can see, document 55 filed today, and it's an order. It is hereby ordered that defendant Joseph Amico must voluntarily surrender to commence service of the sentence imposed on September 27, 2023, and reflected by the judgment issued on September 28, 2023, no later than 12 p.m. October 13, 2023, at the United States Marshals Service, District of Nevada, in Las Vegas. To the extent the court previously granted any further permission for voluntary surrender, said permission is hereby revoked. So, hi, Alpha 66. So, that was ordered today. So, if he was planning anything this weekend, he can't plan anymore because he's got to hand himself in. So, actually, I don't know why they have this top chat and live chat. That really does annoy me. So that is Vegas Valley Community Watch. Got to hand himself in tomorrow. I won't disagree with that. Hi, Goddess of Truth. Right, second bit of information is Hendry. We'll zoom this one in a bit. So this is from his court case. Oh, I've probably gone too far there. So this is from his court case. Hang on. That's an old one. No, it's not. No, it's not. What's happening here? What is happening here? That is an old one. I've managed to download an old one. Whilst I'm finding the right one, we might as well look at the Vine for him, which is his custody record. And it looks like I'm gonna have to shift this screen over, which I hate doing. There we go. Right. So, whilst I get the court record, which I did have, but I somehow have lost it. This is Craig Hendry, and as you can see, he's out of custody. It says own recognizance, so I don't know if he got his bond reduced in the court today. I didn't see that on the court record. Bear with me one sec, and I will go back into the court record and check to see if anything else has been filed back. I'm just doing a live look at the court record at the moment, so bear with me one sec. I was told he was booked into the jail under the wrong name, under the name of Craig Hendry, which may be a reason why we weren't able to find him. Right, hang on, let me have a look. Oh, this is going to be... This is... So... Right, so I told you previously, I think, in a community post, I'm going to have to... Let me bring up another window, actually. I've got this in another window, so bear with me one sec while I bring this up, hopefully. There we go. Right. Done. Right. Let's pull that one up, pull that one down. Right, so you should be able, let me take that down a touch. I'm going to have to move it across, aren't I? Oh, I always select the PK. There we go. Right. So, as you can see, let's go back up. I think that's about where I got down to. He had his initial hearing today at 1 p.m. There was a motion for a no contact order. The no contact order was issued. There's a pre-trial conference on the 7th of November. Jury trial is scheduled for the 26th of March. Discovery order was entered. So everything was made public. He somehow knew about this case before he was arrested. I found out that he went live yesterday on his smaller channel and discussed the protection order, which I do have a copy of the protection order. I can't show it on screen because it does have the name of the PK, not this PK, but the PK that has sought the protection order. So I think that, so order of protection, it was served, that's all done, and there you can see the dates at the bottom. Pre-trial conference, 7th of November, jury trial, 26th of March. Right, now back to my previous window, and this is now going to be all over the place, for which I apologise. There we go. I'm going to watch the chat. Yeah, he did get an email from the confused source. Actually, he showed that email and he showed the link to that email, the link that was on that email, and there is a document about a judge disqualification that anyone can get from it. Okay, let me have a look at the chat. Yeah, Hendry, he was chanty orders, Nasty Nathaniel. He is now, um, he goes by Hendry, and he's got another channel, Craig Hendry. But Chanty Audits or seeing, depending what your oh, that's this pop out is not working 100% for me. Right. You enjoyed that one, did you? Rodent, known our last name. For anyone just coming in, Vegas Valley has to surrender himself tomorrow to the Marshall surface. Right. Now, on the screen at the moment is the statement of case 1 in the Turtle Boy matter. Now, I'm going to watch chat, and if you want me to read it, if you tell me you want me to read it, I will read it. I'll probably only read one of them. There are 9 of them. But let me know in chat if you'd like me to read it. Otherwise, this will be a fairly quick live stream. So I'm waiting, watching chat. I'm assuming I got... Who is Vegas Valley Community Watch? That is a Vegas... This is Joseph Amico. His channel is... He's got various channels. Vegas Valley Community Watch 702. Say hello to Bubba for me. VV. He got sentenced last week. I think it was 3 years, if I remember correctly, off the top of my head. So I've got Alpha 66 saying please read it. Actually, whilst I'm waiting for more people, because I'm not going to read out something just for you, Alpha 66. How many have I got? I've got 80 concurrent viewers. Speak to me. Speak to me. Speak to me. Whilst I'm waiting as to whether to do that, I will just talk about the protection order that was okay. I will read it. Yeah. Okay. Right. But just before I get in, so PK requested a protection order. It said, I am or have been a victim of stalking. I am or have been a victim of repeated acts of harassment. So this is Craig Hendry that I'm talking about, if anyone's joining in. And I'm not showing this on screen because it has the person's name on it. Then she ticks, the respondent has committed stalking against me. And she's ticked, the respondent has committed repeated acts of harassment against me. She's ticked, I live in this county. Right, on page 3. We have, and this is Craig Hendry that I'm talking about at the moment, not the person I'm talking about on the screen. So the respondent, Craig Hendry, placed me in fear of physical harm. The respondent, Craig Hendry, committed stalking against me. The respondent committed repeated acts of harassment against me. Right. And there was an incident date on the 29th of August 2023. And it happened in City Hall, Clinton. Craig Hendry came to the mayor's office, knocking on the door after PK shut it to take a phone call. He kept calling me by name, peeking through the window blinds, telling me we need to talk. There were other people in the office who were named. Craig Hendry came straight to the mayor's office and knocked. I asked, "Can I help you?" No answer. He kept knocking, saying, "PK, I know you're in there," and kept raising his voice. He then went on to video himself say the mayor and I must be in there having a thing. I guess there are limits to the First Amendment. There's another incident. This happened on the 14th of September 2023, again in City Hall, Clinton. Craig Hendry called at 2:25 p.m. to the mayor's office. I answered and he said, "So, PK, have you gotten a lot of calls today from concerned citizens?" I recognised his voice and number and hung up. And PK requested, prohibit the respondent from committing or threatening to commit acts of domestic or family violence, stalking or sex offences against me. Prohibit the respondent from harassing, annoying, telephoning, contacting, or directly or indirectly communicating with me. And order the respondent to stay away from my place of employment. And she puts down the place of employment. So, and lists her name. This her husband's name. So that was Craig Hendry. Right. You've been seeing on the screen while I've been reading Craig Hendry's request for a protection order, the breaking news on Vegas Valley Community Watch, who has to report to the Marshals Service in Nevada no later than 12 p.m. tomorrow. Right, now we will go and look at one of Turtle Boy's cases. Is that big enough for you? Hopefully it is. Right, I think I'm not going to read the murder, so I'm not going to read one. Right, let's start. Please. During the investigation into O'Keefe's death, witnesses were identified, interviewed, and testified before the grand jury. These civilian witnesses were present with O'Keefe and Reed in the hours leading up to O'Keefe's death and his discovery on January 29, 2022. The witnesses include Matthew McCabe, interviewed by investigators. Matthew was with O'Keefe and Reed at the Waterfall restaurant before O'Keefe's death, observed an SUV believed to be Reed's in front of 34 Fairview Road, and testified at the grand jury. Right, okay, so that's a list of the witnesses. Don't need to go through all of them. In an April 2023 motion filed by Reed's defence attorneys, defendant's motion for order pursuant to Massachusetts Revised Criminal Procedures 17, directed to Brian Albert, Verizon and AT&T, alleged police misconduct and a conspiracy among the civilian witnesses to frame Reed for the death of O'Keefe. The motion calls Brian Albert a suspect and Jennifer McCabe a conspirator who took calculated steps to purge her phone of the inculpatory evidence. A local blogger, Aidan Kearney, has adopted defence's claims. Kearney runs a series of websites and social media accounts under the name Turtle Boy. The social media accounts include, I'm not going to read all of them out, but 33,800 followers, 44,800 followers, 27 followers, and 41,000 subscribers. Kearney refers to his followers as Turtle Riders. I'd refer to them as people who haven't yet seen the light. Beginning in April 2023, Kearney began posting articles to his website and social media accounts where he adopts the defence allegations as true and makes personal attacks on the civilian witnesses, members of their family and their friends. Kearney authors and publishes a blog on the website tbdailynews.com. The website has a series of articles entitled Canton Cover-Up. As of September 28, 2023, at least 164 articles have been posted to the website under this category regarding Karen Read. Kearney posts weekly videos to YouTube where he has discussed Karen Read and made statements regarding witnesses. Below are a small selection of verbal statements made by Kearney in those videos that have been published to follows and are publicly available for viewing without being a subscriber or follower and have been archived by investigators. So in episode 94, shortly after he visited homes of witnesses, "This is not my last trip to Canton. I will be back. I'll be back. Get used to this. These people think that I'm fucking around. You haven't seen the last of me. Get used to it. Get used to it." Episode 598. "This guy, Chris Albert, has had his head on the swivel looking for turtle riders. I got bad news for you, Chris. I got really bad news for you. They are literally everywhere. You guys should just stop going out in public. It's only going to get worse from here. I know where you all were today. You were in Agawam, weren't you? You guys were at some sort of little league thing in Agawam. Alberts, McCabe's, all you people were there. Just know that there will be no life as normal is over. Life as normal. You had a normal for a while there from January 29th to April 2023. So January 29th, the day of the murder. You guys literally got away with murder." Right, so the next one is about Chris Albert outside a Canton restaurant. "We, Kearney and his audience, are getting to them." Chris Albert and other witnesses. "When you act this way, that's like a green light for me. Time to hit the gas. I got pictures of you. You can't leave the fucking country. Turtle Riders, we're going to find you. They're going to find you. You can't hide anymore. Your private life is officially over. Over. You leave your house, you're going to have your picture taken, so you need to get used to the new normal. Your new normal. Turtle Riders are going to take pictures of you and they're going to send it to me. You're famous. We need to accelerate it. They are doing a fantastic job." And the next one. So this is it's Colin Albert's dropped out of school. "I said from the beginning, I don't want this to go to trial." So that's Kearney stating that definitively, his objective, that it doesn't reach trial. On September 13, 2023, Kearney posted a blog entitled Canton Cover-Up Part 142, Free Karen Read billboard goes up on Route 1 outside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. 2 more to follow on his website. The topic of the blog post was about a billboard that read Free Karen Read with a picture of Karen Read. Kearney praised the organisers of the billboard. In the post, Kearney wrote, "Thank you to everyone who donated as well. Although millions of people know about the injustice that is happening in Norfolk County, I would bet that over half the population of Norfolk County has never heard of Karen Read before. That will change because of this 3-pronged billboard blitz. It's really important for people in Norfolk County to know about this story because that is where the jury pool would be chosen from." Talk about trying to influence the jury. On June 13, 2023, Kearney broadcasts a live YouTube video, which is currently posted. I've no idea. Which is currently posted on his YouTube page. During the broadcast, Kearney displayed phone records of Jennifer McCabe from the day O'Keefe was killed. The records displayed names next to the phone number, which appears to be the user of the other phone number. These records had previously been an attachment to an unredacted defence motion filed in Commonwealth v Reed. During the video broadcast, Kearney cold calls the phone numbers without names associated. In this process, Kearney called a work cell phone of Trooper Proctor. Trooper Proctor stated that the phone number that made the call was. Kearney left the following voicemail. I'm just going to go back to that comment while I scroll up. I doubt it. I don't think he's a big flight risk, personally. They didn't see the need to put a GPS on him, so. Hi, Trooper Proctor. This is award-winning journalist Aidan Kiernan calling you. His award is some local award to small publications, I believe, unless I'm wrong. But all the time he says award-winning journalist. I'm calling to talk to you. I do have some questions about you. I have a lot of questions, actually. For starters, why didn't you tell me, one, before doing the investigation, that you were good friends with the Albert family? Why did you in your report say that you were introduced to Chris Albert on February 10 when you have known him for more than a decade prior to that? Why did you lie about what time you towed Karen Reid's car? Why did you intentionally misspell the names of several key witnesses in your report? And I'm just wondering about all of those things, and maybe you and I can meet up for coffee. Boy, do I have a lot of questions for you. When you were inside Fairview Road that night, or that morning rather, why did you stay there for 4.5 hours? And what did you guys talk about and do? And why were you descending stairs with John O'Keefe's phone in your pocket? So give me a call back, man. We feel like you and I have a lot of catching up to do. I talk about you a lot. I feel like I know you pretty well at this point. I know which year you graduated from the academy. I know you were out in West Brookfield for a while. I know some people that you know, so give me a call back when you get this. Now that I have your number and everyone's watching also has your phone number, which again is... Actually, I don't really want to read his phone number, so... She called you again. You called her at 12:49. We're going to get to that, so now that I have your number, I'm going to plug you in and we'll talk soon. Bye. As a result of the cell phone number being broadcasted, Trooper Proctor began to receive random and harassing text messages and voicemails in the 12 hours following Kearney's calls. Trooper Proctor received approximately a dozen text messages, phone calls and voicemails. The content of the calls and messages pertained Trooper Proctor's alleged involvement in the conspiracy and called for his termination. Trooper Proctor had to change his work cell phone number to avoid the constant unwanted calls and messages. Michael Proctor is married to Elizabeth Proctor. Beginning in April 2023, Kearney wrote blog posts about Elizabeth Proctor. On May 9, 2023, Kearney authored a post about Elizabeth. A video is attached to the post. The video depicts a cell phone screen of an Apple iPhone. The user of the cell phone dials the cell phone number of Elizabeth, which is displayed on the screen. Kearney further writes, I can think of two people who deserve to lose their jobs over this alleged conspiracy against Reid, though. Michael Proctor and Elizabeth Proctor. These two lowlives think they are untouchable. They're nothing but bullies who terrorise people for years, but now they've met their match. Such a hard man, Kearney. In the post, Kearney states Elizabeth works as a human resource manager at Instrum and posts the main phone number for the company. The post then states, but you're probably not going to reach anyone that way, so feel free to leave a review on their wide open Facebook page or their Twitter account. On May 10, 2023, Kearney broadcasts a live YouTube video which is currently posted on his YouTube page. During broadcast, Kearney talks about Elizabeth. He stated he was going to call her. He repeated a cell phone number on the broadcast as he was entering the number into a cell phone. Using the speakerphone option on the cell phone, Kearney broadcasted the phone call. The phone call went to voicemail. She stated it came from that number. Kearney left the following message. Hi Elizabeth, this is Aidan Kearney, calling you back from Turtle Boy. We briefly spoke yesterday on the phone. I introduced myself to you and then you hung up on me. Or maybe it was a bad connection. But I just wanted to see how your day at work went today, if it went well. I noticed that your employer took down their social media pages within minutes of the blog I published about your recent behaviour. And I just wanted to see what. Is it awkward? Were you afraid to go in? Just tell me about your day and why, because that's the part I don't understand, is that you seem to be okay with calling other people's workplaces and interfering with their ability to make a living for themselves. But when it happens to you, maybe it's not as fun. Maybe it's not as fun. Do you like that? That's what I want to know. Did you like that? Because you've been doing that to a lot of other people. And do you think it's fair that it happened to you, dear? Do you regret it? Do you regret it? And what's your scumbag husband up to right now? Are you going to visit him in prison? Do you think they'll have conjugal visits? Give me a call back when you get this, and we can chat some more. Bye, girl. To me, this really sounds like the work of an award-winning journalist. Right, we've still got a lot of viewers, so I'll keep going. Following the phone call, Kearney accessed the social media accounts of Instron and laughed as he stated the pages were taken down and stated, "The Turtle Boy effect. Oh God." Both Michael and Elizabeth Proctor stated they have felt harassed by the acts of Kearney. I'm going to highlight this one. I don't think Shiva, the Church of Four, I think he's not pro-Israeli for life and not anti-Palestinian for life, but there is a reason why he's displaying that that flag. He did do a stream last night. I got some of it, Shiva, and you directed me towards that video of, perhaps you'll type in chat. I can't think of the name of the guy who did it, but it is very powerful. You're correct, and it's probably something everyone should see. So, right, where did I get up to? Instron, the Turtle Boy effect. Oh God, yeah, I did 14, I think. 15. A Facebook account believed to be used by Kearney, Clarence Woods Emerson, posted the following message: "Anyone in Canton want to take a couple of pictures for me? DM me, please." At 6:35 p.m, the Facebook post was edited with the phrase, "Update, all set, thanks." On September 25, 2023 at 8:04 p.m, an X account, formerly Twitter, associated with Kearney posted this message and photograph. The photograph depicts the front of 6 Wentworth Road, Canton, home of Michael and Elizabeth Proctor. The white Jeep Wrangler in the photograph belongs to Jennifer McCabe. Now, I would say, obviously, I don't want anyone to harass any of these people. Their names and locations are well known, so I don't think I'm doxing them. This is obviously public court record. So, and there's a picture of his post with a, it's just threatening, isn't it? 17. The following day, Kearney broadcast a YouTube video. At the 19-minute mark, Kearney stated that he ran the plates of the vehicles depicted in the photograph. Kearney showed photographs of 3 vehicles parked at the address. Whilst I'm talking about this, obviously someone has been, now as far as I can determine, they're on paid leave at the moment as opposed to have been given the boot, but that's all I hear. He showed photographs of each vehicle and stated the registered owners of the vehicles by name, Michael Proctor and Elizabeth Proctor. The term ran in regards to a motor vehicle registration is commonly used in law enforcement. The term means the information was queried through law enforcement databases for the purpose of obtaining information. Kearney used the information in a blog post entitled Canton Cover-Up, and there's the blog title. Shiva, okay, Shiva, I've got it. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. Very powerful. Not for the squeamish, but it's really, sometimes you have to look at things. I'm not saying it's 100% factual. I think some certain assumptions were made. They may be right, they may be wrong, but generally it's a good piece. 18. Information maintained by the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles is accessible to law enforcement through the Criminal Justice Information Service. Authorised individuals have personalised access to CJIS logins and accounts. Recertification standards, which include lessons and tests, continuously asserts that CJIS users are trained to the standards and do not disseminate protected private information unless for a legitimate law enforcement purpose as described in Massachusetts Regulation 803. I think I got it right there, but I remembered to break it into 4. On Tuesday, September 26, 2023, Lieutenant John Fannin of Massachusetts State Police conducted a CJIS audit to determine if any CJIS user queried the following Massachusetts registrations. And there's the registrations. That audit produced results indicating that all 3 vehicles were queried by Janelle Webb's CJIS account at 6:22:19 p.m, 7:05:43 p.m, and 7:10:44 p.m. What a stupid dispatcher. Janelle Webb is employed as a civilian dispatcher with the Avon Police Department. If she hasn't been fired yet, she probably will be shortly. On Wednesday, September 27, 2023, Lieutenant Fannin and Sergeant Yuri Buchanik interviewed Webb at the Avon Police Department. Webb stated she had been employed as a dispatcher at Avon PD for 3 years. 3 years you were working there, you should have known the rules, probably. She working on Monday, September 25th from 4 p.m. to midnight. Webb states she communicates on Facebook Messenger with the account Clarence Woods Emerson, which she believes is used by Kearney. She stated she had sent Kearney information prior to September 25 and has seen the same information used by Kearney on his blog. Webb provided her cell phone to investigators. The investigators observed communication between Webb and Clarence Woods Emerson on Facebook Messenger on the cell phone. On September 25 at 6:18 p.m, Webb sends the message, "What you got? I'm here till 8 a.m. Clarence, or Kearney, responds with, "Sorry," reg number. After several messages back and forth, Webb sends the message, "Matt McCabe," to which Clarence responds, "Got 'em. And it's parked at Michael Proctor's house as we speak." And, "Thanks. This is huge." Webb responds with the message, "Again, please, keep me private. I don't anticipate fucking up in life, and I never want the wrath of you." Oh, dear me. It's not the wrath of Aiden that you got, is it? It's the wrath of your employer. At 7 p.m, Clarence sends the message, "Of course, any chance you could run 2 more? Webb replied, "Sure." Clarence sent pictures of 2 vehicles parked in the driveway at 6... Oh, sorry, I won't read that out. Don't need that. Lizzie... Yeah, we won't read that out. Webb stated she has read Turtle Boy's blog posts in the past and has been following his media regarding Karen Reid closely. A check of Webb's Facebook account information, publicly available, revealed she is friends with Clarence Woods Emerson. Webb has numerous posts and comments on content on Facebook supporting Karen Reid's innocence and copying Kearney's claims of police cover-up. On a YouTube video posted on October 2, 2023, Kearney acknowledged it is illegal to obtain information about the registered owner of a vehicle and discussed why it should be legal. Oh my, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. Why is Frog saying... Because I can't say it. I can't say it, Shiva. I cannot say Massachusetts. Massachusetts. I just can't say it. I'm English. Anyhow, where were we? So I interviewed Jennifer McCabe regarding the incident. She stated she has never met Elizabeth Proctor or Michael Proctor prior to September 2023. Since the first meeting several weeks ago, Jennifer and Elizabeth have communicated regarding the constant harassment, intimidation, and public attacks. Jennifer stated they bonded over sharing the ongoing experience. She travelled to Elizabeth's house to discuss harassment. Based upon the foregoing facts, there is probable cause to believe that Aidan Kearney committed a violation of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 268, 13B, witness interference. Okay, we don't need the statute, I don't think, because we read that yesterday. Based upon the foregoing facts, there is probable cause to believe that Aidan Kearney, I'm not reading it out, that's not stopping you reading it while I'm live, committed a violation of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 274, Section 7, conspiracy to commit intimidation of a witness by entering into an agreement with Janelle Webb to obtain sensitive information to be used in blog posts and videos intended to harass, intimidate, and cause emotional harm. Given the continuing harassment of witness for the murder of John O'Keefe, I respectfully request an arrest warrant be issued. Is that the conspiracy one? No, it's the harassment, isn't it? I've just... How did the English say Massachusetts when it was a colony? God knows why they called it Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Soots. Why does it say sets when it should be soots? Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Controversy, Navin. Controversy. I don't know who named that, because obviously it's not after any English names. I mean, I can work out where Norfolk comes from. I can work out where Suffolk comes from. Right. I think... Oh, yeah, no, I have done this all, haven't I? Yeah, so this was intimidation of witness. So this was the first one. I will look through all the others. You can go and find them. They're in a public Discord, fairly public Discord server. I'm sure they'll go around quite quickly. So there are 9 others, I think. They'll probably basically say the same things. I don't know. But I think from just that one, we get some idea of what he's been doing and how he's been. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that is exactly what I thought. Thank you. I assumed it was, derived from Indians, which is obviously quite a few names of places in the States. Sorry, should I call them? Oh, sorry, showed my age there. Native Americans, and I do apologise. Oh no, you said eloquent Indian name, so maybe it's all right. I don't know. Obviously, as early settlers, we had to distinguish them from the other country of India. So there we go. Right. Before I sign off, I am just going to check. We don't have. Oh, so you all know Long Island Audit handing himself in, spent a few hours, according to him, in custody. He took some audio recording equipment with him, or a Bluetooth, because it was still broadcasting to his phone. but he's out for his trespass case, I believe, the ones where they turned up. No, I haven't been sent anything else new. I will just check my email, because you never know. And I'd be silly to shut down a live if something has come through. No, nothing else has come through. So that's probably me done for the night. Don't expect a I do love this. The name Massachusetts came from. The answer is the state of Massachusetts was named after the Massachusetts. Yeah, I think that's what isn't that what Don said? Sure, that's what Massachusetts. I like that one, Paul. That's because you know my accent better than most. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. I'm going to call it a night there. So we've had the arrest of Tuck Police Suck today. Then what did we have? Oh, we had the arrest of Craig. I haven't got a mugshot, unfortunately. I'm not sure if we're going to get one. We may get one at some point. It's a fairly small county where he was arrested. So, thanks for joining me. I'll end it there. And I'm going to put that one up. Look for the... Oh, will I be able to find it? Let me see. Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro. How did Turtle Boy get to be involved with this whole thing? What's the backstory? Who knows? It's possible that the defense knew about him and used him as a tool. That's a possibility. He's always looking for the next story, the next opportunity to make money. He has formed quite a base there of what I would consider silly supporters, because what they're actually doing is they're interfering in a murder case. And really, you want the proper investigators to investigate such things. And if there is a hint of police misconduct, that should probably initially be investigated either by, I think we were talking state police here, so should be investigated. I don't know. We've heard about the FBI being involved. 2-bit blogger reporters are not the people to perform murder investigations. I mean, we do have... Where was that question? There it is, from Goddess of Truth. We do have, obviously, you could say... See, there's a line, isn't there? There's a line. There's something on the Wrangler case which... Fraudit Wrangler, Michael Kaiser of Stolen Valor. There's something that I've been sitting on for a little while now, me and one or two others, for the very purpose that we want to make sure things are done correctly. But because we obviously don't want to interfere in any investigations into crime such as murder that hasn't been involved. But this isn't interfering with anything, but it's uncovering things that are obtainable publicly. And as I say, we've been sitting on it. We may continue to sit on it because it's the right thing to do, or we may not, and that will be the right thing to do also. because we'll have discovered it. We'd have gone through the proper channels, shall we say. So, thanks for watching. There may be a live stream tomorrow on who knows what. I may be on another person's channel. Who knows? Not confirmed yet.